Today I'm going to talk out loud or kind of brainstorm about the idea of outsourcing my retouching. Right now, I do all my own retouching and I use Lightroom and mainly like 90% Lightroom and then a little bit of Photoshop to do my editing. Probably like really like 9 out of 10 clients, I do everything in Lightroom. Only for specific purposes would I use Photoshop. And each image takes me probably, I don't know, 30 minutes to retouch. And maybe, let's say 30 minutes to an hour, somewhere in there. And that is 30 minutes if it's an easy image. There's nothing hard to remove. They have good skin, which means there's less retouching of their skin. Their eyes are nicely lit, the lighting is all nice, and editing is easy. Then on the flip side, you have clients where they might want you to patch certain things that are difficult to patch, move certain things around that are difficult to move around, brighten up places in the image that are not lit in a way that could be easily brightened up, and those could take an hour or more. The point is, retouching takes time, and there's lots of retouching services where you can pay a certain amount of money for someone to retouch a photo for you. Now, there's a few things to consider with this. The first is, do you want to do it yourself? Do you like retouching? And do you have a certain style that you like? Do you want to do it a certain way? Do you want to learn the skill of retouching so you do it yourself? Do you want to spend the time on it because you know how your client wants it? There's a lot of options. On the flip side, do you want to outsource it to get your time back and basically pay someone to do it for you while you spend those 30 minutes working on building the business or client outreach or whatever it is? And these services, they could start at like $5 an image. When you outsource things, you also lose a little bit of control, right? You lose ownership, not ownership, you lose a little bit of involvement in the process. You don't control it as much. Now, as someone who I definitely want to grow my business, I certainly don't want to be the one doing the retouching forever. Some people like retouching, they feel it's part of the art, and I respect that. That's totally cool. Me, I definitely want to do as little of that as possible. Like, it is fun and relaxing sometimes. At times I feel like I'm back in school, like doing a coloring book or just sketching for fun on my own, or like, drawing in the park or something. I don't know. It's relaxing. It's a little bit calming, so to speak. I think there's like a lot of like adult coloring books now. It's kind of like that. You're not reading, you're not like taking in lots of information. It's very extremely visual. You're looking at things, you're changing something, you're getting immediate visual feedback, you're changing it a little bit. It's difficult getting the colors right, getting the lighting correct. It's very intricate. It takes a certain person to do it, and it takes time, as I mentioned before. So let's say that I could be making $30 an hour by, let's say my rate of my time is $30 an hour. So for $30, I could retouch basically 2 images, 30 minutes each. And I could pay someone $10 to do that. So for 1 hour, so like I would gain 1 hour of my time back and I pay them $10. $20, 2 images, each one $10. So right there, I'm gaining $10 back basically, and then I'm also gaining my time back. So like in that case, it's a no-brainer, right? And that was like a stupid, simple example, and I'm not sure if I got that right, but you get the idea. You're basically buying your time back to do other things. So for a low price, and if it's good quality, then yeah, I think it's worth it, and I think it's something to consider. And also, the cool thing about it being cheap is like I can definitely try it out, and if it's not good, then I'll just also edit the photo and like whatever. I lose $10, you know. It's not a big deal. Um, and then yeah, it's cool to try it out. There's other options too, like Evoto, which is a AI editing software, and that definitely can speed up an editing workflow as well. So that's another option too, and that's something I might experiment with as well. Um, I think it's good to try out new things and see if you like them, see if they're valuable to your business. If they are, then you can use it, and if not, then at least now you know, and you probably didn't waste that much time or energy on it. So yeah, just thinking about ways to free up my time so that I can spend less time fulfilling but still deliver the highest quality, because my role as the business should always be focused on growing the business, right? And if I'm spending all my time fulfilling, then I'm not spending time growing. Um, so there's a way, I think there's a balance between focusing 100% on the quality of the product and also advertising. So I'm gonna definitely be thinking about this more, but the question of like outsourcing retouching is something I think about a bunch. And when I wasn't making any money, it was like a stupid idea because I had no income. So it's like, yeah, I should definitely do everything. Now I'm making a little bit, not a lot, but because my costs are so low for this business, I think it makes sense to start um, like outsourcing time if needed, especially because I mean, I don't know. I have time to do it, I think. So I got to think carefully about it. The question is like, am I using my time wisely? Comes back into play there. So anyway, as you could tell, I'm undecided. Oh, by the way, if you made it this far, you're in like a very small percentage. No one makes it this far in these videos. My name's Max. Glad you're here. I own Glacier NYC. We're a headshot photography business located in New York City. We specialize in actors' headshots. And right now I work full-time in construction management here in New York City as well. That's like 50 hours a week from 7:30 to 5:30 on weekdays. And then after work, I come work on my photography business. Today is Friday, September 27th. I think this will be published tomorrow on the 28th, or today on the 28th, if you're watching this on the 28th. All right, enough. Bye.